Hi Aquarius, Sun sign, Moon sign, and Rising sign. So, what has been happening for you, Aquarius? I know. Suddenly, a lot of people coming out, especially at your work, criticizing you, doing things to bother you. Your routines has been a little annoying for you, hasn't been? Not that your relationships have been the greatest, neither, and you've been feeling what is going on. Well, this month for August, things are moving forward. Six of Fire, Six of Wands, victory. Everything you have been working on is great. Jupiter has been retrograde and Mercury has been retrograde, especially in your connections and your work life, your routines. So things start changing. Things start changing now this month when Jupiter start going direct, and things are changing pretty good in your favor. Not discarding that you're still gonna have to defend your points of view, but I think you're gonna have to defend your points of view when it comes to your creation. But a lot of things are changing in this month in terms to your relationships with others, especially with your friends. Work matters, yes. You entering with a better air of victory. And if you were having some enemies and people bothering you and saying things to you at work that has been bothering you and making it difficult for you, your routines at work, well, you're gonna feel like victorious at the end of at the end of July and at the beginning of August. So there is going to be a lot of complex decisions that you have to make, and probably do a lot of research when it comes to your projects. Um, but at the same time, you are going to have a lot of opportunities in love also. And you're going to start seeing them at the beginning of August. Okay, so if you were feeling down and you're feeling like, things were not working in terms to your relationships, well, the beginning of the first week, you have Mercury, Mars, uh, Sun, and Venus. Mercury enters direct. So everything is going to be centered in your relationships, in your love life, and personal relationships and business relationships. So this is going to be great. And the first week, like, everyone is going to start turning their head. Are you like, wow, like things are changing and people are going to look at you in a different way. You are definitely moving to a better place, and there is an end of difficulty if you've been having trouble at work. Mainly, I have to say you've been having a lot of people, a lot of enemies, a lot of people. I know, Aquarius. You've been having a lot of people who's envy of you or bothering you at work or saying things around you. But hey, don't worry. You are moving to a better place, especially with Jupiter going direct now in your 11th house. Things are going to be much better, and it's certified here with the wheel. The wheel have to come out and say, hey, I got you, don't worry, you're fine, you'll be fine. The main focus card is the Queens of Earth, which is very great type of energy, and I think you're gonna have the chance to make time to be around people, and people are gonna make time to be around you. But like I said at the beginning, I'm not gonna discard that you're gonna have to be defending your points of view anyway. But things are gonna be way better, because when you're defending your points of view and the way you see things, things are gonna move quickly to your wishes. Okay, what have been you wishing for, Aquarius? What is that you've been wishing for? This is going to come at the end of August, actually. The Wheel and Nine of Water. I mean, these are such a great cards coming here. And it's perfect because that says a lot about how these people or these enemies or whatever, the critics and whatever, they've been there against you and bothering you. They're going to turn around and they actually working in your favor. They are. So there is an ending here of difficulties and there is a beginning of love life, beginning of work life, and beginning on people respecting you. Yeah, people's gonna start respecting you. And I know it's very hard for people, I mean for you, to get people to actually understand your points of view, because Aquarius are a sign where it gets pretty much misunderstood by others. And how much you get misunderstood depends on your ascendant sign and your moon sign. Okay, because remember, these are generals and things can change according to your moon sign and rising sign. This card is coming out. Wow. Ace of Earth. So at the end of the month, the moon, we're going to look at this moon. So let me show you your cards. Okay, ouch. Let me show you your cards. Okay, here we are. Entering the month of August with a different perspective of things. And look at this. We have Six of Wands, Victory card, going to complex decision, going to the Two of Water. Yes, Two of Water. And you're looking at this cards. Look at this. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to have or find soulmates this month, because obviously for the first 20 days you have Venus and Mars and the Sun in your seventh house of love and relationships, and even personal relationships and business relationship. So you are moving with the Six of Air, moving to calm waters. Now, if you're dealing with someone who is an air sign, my Aquarius, just like you could be thinking about moving away from that drama that that person probably could have caused you, or the relationship, it seems like, getting a better value. When I'm saying getting a better value, because I think this person, it might be thinking that, it's like the tables are turning around for you guys, especially I would say with this person who is an air sign. And if you've been wanting for the tables to turn around in this person, hey, you're going to get granted. This is going to get granted. Definitely. And if you're expecting or you've been waiting for your projects to move through another level, they're going to get it. I mean, you're going to get it. Look, this is a flow of abundance that is coming towards September. I mean, going towards September, I will say. And the end of August, the last 10 days of August, we have Virgo season. What that means? Virgo season is more about work and more about perfectionism, and is, so you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it, but that is going to help you. Look at this. It's going to help you for people to, even though they can pickpocket of everything, they're going to pinpoint of whatever you did in your job, they're going to realize like you're doing a great job. And you're going to be more of a perfectionist too in terms to your work. So you're going to be looking at things carefully and being more detailed. And even though people is going to try to be more detailed in your, in your projects and see what you're doing to try to see if you're making a mistake, they're going to realize that they can't against you. Although I do see things you need to let go, especially when it comes to suspicions. When I say suspicions, mean You might have some issues trying to trust on someone or in a situation that can cause you problems if you don't end it right there. Especially if you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So trust in your guts, but do not get um, too defensive. What what you need to do is release those fears and move on. With this card, the Six of Wands, move on and look at this card. There's a stability, there's abundance there, there is peace in there, and I do feel like you guys with a fire sign are going to get what you need. Things are going to turn around with an air sign, but when it comes to someone who is a fire sign, if you've been expecting or waiting for this person to commit to you, it's going to happen this month. So there is commitment in the way. There's new beginnings in the way for you. And I mean, listen, these are great cards. And let me look at this air sign right here. What did I say? If you've been dealing with another air sign, you might be wanting to end things there, or maybe it's something else is going to start. And the 10 of air with the lovers tells me that if you've been dealing with a Gemini, maybe, obviously, things are ending. There's a new cycle of something more productive. And I need to be honest with you, I don't think that is going to work out with a Gemini. I think that things are going to end for something else new to start. And it might be with someone else and not this person who is the air sign, especially a Gemini or a Libra also. If you're dealing with another Aquarius, which I don't, it doesn't seem like that. It seems more like a Gemini or a Libra. Things are going to turn tables around, but I think you are going to be thinking about your needs. And you might decide to just walk away from this person. But obviously, it's about you. It's not about that person. It's about you, how you feel in your needs. And I think that's a great thing. So things are moving quickly, especially when you keep, look, Eight of Fire, the Magician, and Strength. Things are going to start moving quickly, especially for September and Virgo season. And you're going to have all these materials in your hands and all these resources you're going to need because you have learned how to be strong. And that brings you peace and relaxation time and motivation and la 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 that I see in these other cards over here. So, but that we will talk about it in September. So my Aquarius, great reading, beautiful reading. What else you need? You want to know something else? Yes. If you're dealing with a water sign, which I didn't mention that, I think. If you're dealing with a water sign, this water sign, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, especially if it's a Scorpio and a Pisces, you're going to have to make a lot of decisions in here because this person, it might be looking like the person that you want in your life, and maybe it's your wife or whatever, it's your husband, but there's a lot of decisions you need to make. Maybe you need to give more time to this person, or this person needs to give you more time to think things through, because you can't feel that this person is your soulmate or feel like this person is your soulmate, and maybe this person feels like she is your soulmate, but there's a lot of things that because you're in the transition of moving in your life right now, and new beginnings going to start with you, so it's like you're gonna be looking at things in a different perspective, and I think this person's going to notice that. So take your time, because you really are, you really are having these new beginnings for you coming in, and you need to really think things through with this water sign. Well, anyway, my Aquarius, I'm sending you a big kiss. Much love, much light. This is a great reading. You know, creativity and time for others, and getting rid of all these difficult challenges you've been dealing with, especially with people getting in your nerves. It's going to be gone. New beginnings, new things for you. Much love and much light, Aquarius, and I'll see you in the next reading.